So, we've seen a lot of weapons. A lot of powerful ones. But we haven't even got to the most powerful yet. Well, maybe the Cryolator trumps it all in my opinion, but in terms of what today will be, is of course the Gauss rifle. Now, the Gauss rifle has been in a couple of games, a couple of Fallout games, but it's always changed its shape every time it reappears. Where Fallout 3 had a single-shot version, which caused a bit of OP, and they threw it in New Vegas, where it had a lot more ammo consumption, but still the same firepower. But this time around, they gave it even another makeover, going back to the single ammo consumption, but not letting it rely on both fusion cells. Instead, its own 22 electronic ammo. Now, in terms of rarity, it's not too terribly rare, to be honest. You can go with a brother and steal one if you want, but otherwise you'll find it late game. And it's not too... you can buy it off a lot of vendors. Ammunition is expensive, of course. But in terms of how powerful it is, well, it's powerful. Without any upgrades, it's pushing 220 damage. A lot of guns only get that far after being upgraded. Now, for the 2mm electronic ammo, it is 17 caps per shot. So it's the most expensive ammo in the game, aside from missiles and mini-nukes. In terms of weight, it's decently hefty, but not that big of a deal compared to other weapons of that category. Range is excellent, and fire rate, well, the fire rate is a bit masked, because it's not true. Because this is a weapon you charge up. Firing a bluntly just produces a much weaker shot. It's not the 220 it claims. So you want that full damage, you must charge up your shots. So yes, that means the fire rate is significantly slower than it claims. Now, you don't have to, but it's for the best of all worlds. And not to mention, you'd rather fight that long range of this weapon. Because it's more of a single shot. But anyway, before we talk about numbers, all my perks are maxed out, including my rifleman, so you see the full damage value of this weapon. Now, in terms of Gauss rifle's customization, well, the running theme for the most recent weapons here is there are none, aside from a scope. So first off, we go with the shielded barrel, the more damage. Recoil compensating stock, so at least we can use our scope pretty well. Capacitors. To be honest, you want boosted coil. Does more damage, more ammo, you get the idea. Sights, though, is where you get to choose. But this is a few weapons I take a long scope on, because that's what I use it for, is long-range fighting. Hit my targets at a very long range. Now, muzzle. With a concentrator or a suppressor, these look stupid, and they're heavy. You don't need a compressor. You don't. It's not an automatic gun. Suppressor, you can have it if you want it, but you're adding a lot of weight to this weapon in doing so. I don't find it very necessary, so I choose no muzzle. So in terms of firing, the firing mechanism is still the same, it just looks different. In terms of hipfire, though, we've kind of ruined it hipfire-wise. Before upgrade it was acceptable, but not so much. But down the scope it's very accurate, but the recoil is quite something. But we can't exactly make quick follow-up shots anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. As for reload, well, it's a medium speed reload. Now, the Gauss rifle has been gone over a couple of changes through the Fallout franchise, but I think this one's for the better. Where the other ones had a constant reload after every shot, this one simply a charge after every shot. Much better deal if you ask me. All three versions through Fallout do excellent damage. Now for fighting enemies, against red scorpions, it works pretty darn good. 2 shots. But legendaries are a little more resilient. Could have done it better, but my frame rate did get killed when it poisoned me, but that was part of the reason, not to mention using this up close and personal, which I shouldn't. Normally I wouldn't use this weapon at such a range, but it still got the job done just fine. Now here's where it really shines, hitting enemies at long range. Super immune's down to 1 hit. The other guys don't even know where I am, they know we've been shot, but they have no clue where I am. That's the beauty of this weapon. You use it at long range, they won't know. No one knows when you're at long range. Suppressors are almost not needed at all. And for firepower, not a single super mutant here will survive after 1 shot. I didn't find a warlord, which is unfortunate, after going through 3 groups, but I did find a legendary super mutant enforcer. And after killing him in one shot, a Warlord wouldn't stand much of a chance anyway. So this is more or less of the heavier weapon variety. I decided to take a Myler Queen on. As long as I hit the face, the Queen goes down quite quickly. In terms of staggering also, if you do get a critical shot or a weaker area, the enemy will stagger. But yes, Myler Queen went down very quickly, and as well as her minions. Like I said, good excellent weapon. Now, moving on from that, I also decided to go after Deathclaw as well, but I only could find a Matriarch, so they hurt, but still it's just fine. One shot to the face nearly kills the darn thing. I don't think I did showcase this firepower of this weapon anymore. It's pretty painfully obvious. Now, some pros and cons. On the pro side of things, we got exceptionally very high damage. Ammo is plentiful. You can find it out and around, it's not rare. At least at high level. In terms of range, it is extremely long range. The accuracy is astounding. And the weight isn't half bad. Now, on the con side of things it is a charge-up shot. And the ammo is expensive if you need to buy it. And in terms of you don't feel like stealing it from the Brotherhood, or you can't get onto the Brotherhood, it'll be a late-game weapon. So that's the cons. But that is the Gauss Rifle Showcase. Pretty awesome weapon. A lot of damage. Regardless if you're a sniper or not, it should be in everyone's arsenal. But maybe running gun characters may want to choose something else. But hey, that's your choice. That's Showcase for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.